Love those clap-on lights. Seriously, I didn't get a wink of sleep. Coming up on Great Day, from a bedmate who snores to the things you ate the night before. Could your mattress be to blame, or sinus problems again? That's so lame. No matter what keeps you tossing and turning at night, we'll address your sleep issues and make everything all right. Great Day starts now.
Get ready for fun. Get ready for laughs. Get ready to have a great day. Live from the KHOU 11 studios, it's Great Day Houston. And now here's your host, Deborah Duncan.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Great Day Houston. They say you spend 1/3 of your life in bed, and with good reason. When you go down, it's the body's chance to gear up and focus on repairing and restoring for the next day. Well, many Americans are sleep deprived and don't even know it. It can lead to weight gain, depression, diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. A good night's sleep starts with a good foundation, right? That foundation is your mattress. Join us with a beducation on the right mattress for your body type so you can get the sleep of your dreams. Welcome Yuval Michler with Texas Mattress Makers. Good morning.
How are you?
Wow. Okay. I like your pajamas.
All my life, I wanted to have a one-piece.
Yeah, well, now you have one.
Now I have one.
All right. Well, you are my superhero.
Thank you.
When I first met you, I remember we were talking about mattresses, and I think a lot of people underestimate the power of a good mattress. Because every morning I would wake up with, like, my hip bone was sore, my shoulder was sore, and I never thought about it being my mattress. I just thought my body was aging.
Exactly. I want
to scoot over
a little bit.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah.
I want to answer your question.
Right.
I asked Rachel to come here and show us because everyone has certain parts of their bodies that are what we call pressure points. They hurt you. Your shoulders, your hips. If you lay on your side.
Yeah, I'm a side sleeper.
Right. If you lay on your back, which most people do, the back of your chest, okay, and your hips again, but not your tush, your hips. What happens is, get next to Miss Deborah if you don't mind.
Slumber party.
There you go. Okay. What happens is most folks buy beds today, as you told me a story.
What I did is I walked in the store. I had no idea what to look for because when you sit on a mattress initially, it feels comfy, right?
Correct.
Most of them feel kind of comfy. And I asked the guy, I said, is this a good one? And he goes, well, a lot of people are buying it. And therein lies the problem. A lot of people is not me or you or you.
Exactly. You cannot, there is no such thing as one size fits all. Just doesn't work. Your body, the way you're built, your weight distribution, every mattress is different for a different body, and we have to fit you into your mattress. So the best example is, Rachel, if you could turn to your side, whichever side you choose, you notice as you're sleeping on the side, the first thing that's inside the mattress is her shoulder. And if you notice her shoulder, her hip, and then she has her torso. So if she were to sleep on her side, and that's the way she liked to sleep, I would have to have something that is cushy enough for her shoulder to go in.
To absorb that, yeah.
And keep next her hip, and then the rest of her body.
Yeah, something soft enough but firm enough to fill in
Correct.
this kind of part right here. And by the way, this is what you do when people come in to buy a mattress. The first thing you do is you look at their body type, and then you ask them a series of questions. And one of them is, in fact, you actually say in your factory showroom, get in the bed the way you do every night.
Correct. You have to get in the bed the way you could do every night from the same side. If you're with your partner, the same thing. How do you sleep? Do you relax first and foremost on your back and then you flip to your side or back and so on and so forth? Show us. What we do is we notice how your body is conforming to those beds, and we make you do it at least 3 times so we can see how it works.
Yeah.
And then we go and we fit you into the right bed.
And I remember I laid on one, I said, this one feels comfortable. It was like in the first 15 seconds. I said, I think I'll take this one. And he said, I won't sell that one to you.
That's correct.
And I said, why? You could see, what I couldn't see is how that mattress was filling in the space on my hip and the whole bit. Then you asked me the question, do I sleep hot? And I was like, well, yes, I do.
You actually said that, which made me feel uncomfortable, but that's okay.
Of course I sleep hot. I'm having hot flashes. But anyway, but there's a reason for that, because besides how the mattress fits somebody, it's also what the mattress is made of.
Correct. Materials are very important. So rule number one, if you're a hot sleeper, if that's what your nature is, and by the way, that has nothing to do with gender, size, and age. I'm a hot sleeper also.
Well, especially with that Superman thing on.
Thank you. I'll tell her mom when I get home you said that. Materials are very important. If you have very dense material under you, that will always retain more heat. So those are the type of questions that we will ask you. One of the reasons that I didn't tell you is A, you sleep warm, and secondly, you were cupping. In other words, your shoulder and your knees were much higher than your hip area.
Which is why I had backaches also.
Which is exactly right. That's correct. So all materials are good, but depends on how you build a mattress and individually for each person, which sounds expensive, but it's really not.
We are seeing video right now of people building mattresses. This is actually at your factory, and so I want to talk about this too. A lot of times we have a tendency when we don't know what we're buying, because I think mattresses are still kind of mysteries, is that we'll buy a brand name and just think, well, you know, I see them on the commercials and stuff. You're actually manufacturing these mattresses for our body. So the same thing that those brand names are made out of, you're making right there.
Not only do we make the same thing as the name brands make, we buy from the same manufacturer's components. Secondly, we have proprietary things that the name brands don't have, actually. We will have things to make mattresses to fit everybody where they have a very large type of a business plan. We're going to throw it out there and see what sticks, if, for lack of a better way of putting it. We do this on an individual basis. We will make a mattress to fit you one way, to fit your husband the other way. Rachel, you can turn on your back before you get a stiff neck.
Together. People come in together so that you can actually build the mattresses on either side.
That is correct.
Specifically for that person. And the great thing about actually making the mattresses is that there's no middleman there.
No.
And so that shows up in the price, and that is a dream. Let me tell you that right now. Because how many of you, a mattress is one of those things that you don't want to buy, right? You don't want to spend your money on, but you have to.
That's correct.
And it makes all the difference in the world in getting a good night's sleep. You have people come in who wake up all night long, who thought they had some other health issues, and really it was their mattress.
You know what? It's a great point. That is very, very true. A lot of people have physical issues, and they go to the doctor. I'm not saying to anyone not to go to the doctor, but they find out when they go to the doctor doesn't really know what's going on, and it turns out to be their mattress.
Yeah, you had a guy who avoided, he played NFL football, he avoided back surgery.
Correct.
Because he got the support in his back through the night. When you spend that much time in the bed and your back's not supported, that's why he was waking up with
That's right. Back, if you are suffering from acid reflux, there's a certain manner that we can build a bed for you. If you have sinus issues, there are certain elevations that you can sleep on. If you have disabilities and you need your bed lower or higher to accommodate you, we can do all those things. It doesn't cost you any more to do all those things because of what you said and what you showed.
Yeah.
We have a factory.
And you can actually make, like, let's say J.J. Watt came over and said he wanted to do a summer party. Let's say he said, Deborah, I'd love to do a summer party with you. We can stay up all night and eat junk food and have a good time. And he needed more room. You could build a mattress that had more room.
Anything
but,
he wanted.
I was joking with my husband about that, and he goes, "Can I come to that summer party? I love J.J. Watt." Right? And I mention also, so you do the bedding part, but you also have Living Designs furniture, where you do all kinds of sofas. You did the sofa on our set here, but you also do, because you do kind of the quilting and the whole bit, you also make headboards as well.
We do all upholstery. Living room, it could be beds, anything, benches, ottomans, chairs, sofas, love seats, sleepers. Anything that you can think of from a living room point of view, we manufacture.
All right. Texas Mattress Makers is having a spring sale. I love it. Spring sale, right? Mattresses, springs. Okay. Anyway, get anywhere from 5% to half off select mattresses through Sunday, but you have to mention Great Day Houston. The factory showroom is located at 4619 Navigation Boulevard in Houston. Call 713-341-6252, 713-341-6252 for more information, or visit TexasMattressMakers.com. It is the first time that I slept throughout the night in several years when I got my new mattress. All right. I know. Now I'm more overactive, more hyperactive than ever. Hey, today on Facebook, since we're talking about sleeping, we want to know what you sleep in. Does your sleep